Coming up today on Let Her Shoot, we're talking UCLA, UConn, and you guys got to tell us what to do with everyone else.
They could be in like the 1.5 tier.
Yeah, are they with the 4 or are they with 5 and below? I don't know.
They could be in their own tier.
Plus, what team is making us say this?
I have SEC bias.
And which one are we pretty confident is?
It's hard to wrangle a shark.
And I'll tell you everything about my weekend with somebody you probably know. I'll give you a hint, and it comes from the logo.
I'm a hot girl, I'm a hot girl. I get anything I want, this is my world. I make big moves in my big heels. Since the day that I was born, I've been a big
All right,
deal.
welcome to Let Her Shoot, the only podcast that covers women's sports the way that we want them covered. Respect for the athletes. A lot of people are saying I didn't have enough respect about UCLA's strength of schedule. We'll get into that, okay? We will get into it. They did demolish Iowa this weekend, which we knew was going to happen. Pretty much everyone, even people around Iowa, knew it was going to happen, especially after the USC loss. Anyway, if you still like us, despite the blatant disrespect for UCLA that has occurred from me only, Sarah's kind of been trying to stay out of it. She's trying to stay out of it. She doesn't like them. She doesn't like them.
I have bias towards them, and I don't know why.
Against them. So if you're liking us still, if you still like us, please subscribe on YouTube and hit the hype button if you have it. We don't have any paid subscribers. I'm just saying we will maybe read some comments on the show if you kick us some Starbucks money or just some coupon. Sarah needs some new lights for the table so that she can wear her cute little hats.
I know, and they're really cute hats.
We had to make her change her hats because she doesn't have good enough lighting. Hit the paid subscribe button. Find us on the audio. Take your fingers to your phone. Find us on Spotify. Follow us and subscribe there. Apple as well. We've got to talk about some games. Oh, I do want to say this. I have something that I want to say.
What is it?
Today, I am a loser. Tomorrow, maybe I am a winner. But maybe tomorrow, I am also a loser.
It's not your best Russian accent.
Can you give me some?
Yeah, what is it? What is it? I need the full quote.
Today, I'm a loser. Maybe tomorrow, I'm a winner. Maybe tomorrow, I'm a loser.
Maybe. I can't do it. I don't think I can just turn the Russian on.
Hold
I
on.
have to be in the Russian accent more.
Hold on. Can you hear it?
They say, today I'm a loser, maybe tomorrow I'm a winner, maybe again a loser, hopefully not.
I love her. I love Sabalenka so
I
damn
really do.
much.
I do. She's just so unhinged.
I love how she came out and was like, all these mistakes that I've made in past majors, I'm not. By the way, guys, we're talking tennis just really quickly. I know we never do.
Yeah, real quick.
This is a tennis conversation. Arena Sabalenka played in the Australian Open, lost to Elena Rybakina.
Another Russian.
Another Eastern European head-to-head Russian block.
Although they're both not Russian, but they're both Russian.
Yeah. Anyway, I just love how Sabalenka came out before the tournament. It's like, I made all these mistakes. I'm not going to make them again. I promise I'm not going to make them again. And then she was like, today I am a loser. Tomorrow maybe I am a winner. Just rocking like the most bling. I don't know. I just love her. I actually feel like so.
It's the Russian.
Is it? It's the teeth. Her aura is incredible.
It's because, and now given, I've not watched Heated Rivalry, but
yes,
Ilya has like the same type of personality.
Yes, and you're like, oh my God,
it's that like very like blunt about themselves and also about the world and like their thoughts. And it's like, I suck.
I should have been Russian. I've got the internal monologue of a Russian. I just don't have the heritage or the accent.
Russian.
If I was able to deliver all the shade that I have towards UCLA in a Russian accent, maybe people would forgive me more, Sarah.
Maybe.
They hate us on YouTube right now. People are unsubscribing. They're saying they don't take us seriously anymore.
Like one guy.
He's like, I don't take you seriously. You clearly, all you do is just talk out your ass. First of all, I think it's clear we're doing research. Just because I don't believe in all of these quad one wins, which they have the most of anyone in the NCAA, that they according to those who make these things up, they have the hardest strength of schedule in the NCAA as well. And people are mad that I just don't believe yet. I will say, I did expect, and you did expect them to beat Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
But the mauling, they ate them alive, Sarah. 56 points in the paint. It could have been more. They just relaxed in garbage time. They're too big. They're too quick. They're too disciplined. They are stacked. I hate to talk positively about UCLA in 2 episodes, which will still get me labeled as a UCLA hater. But 11 quad one wins. It's the 11th one. And they just are very deep. This is a team with a ton of electric, very skilled guards. Angela Dugalich. She is a forward who plays like a guard. She is shooting threes. She's in the paint. She's a tall baby. She can handle the rock. She's very versatile. She's a 6th woman, decided to come off the bench, Sarah. Here's the thing, too. I think getting Gianna Neepkins was a game changer. I think Legger Walker is really talented. She's very poised. When things get frantic specifically, I think they're just so dominant and they're beating the hell out of teams that it feels like they're not playing anyone.
It feels boring, almost in a way.
And I think, truly, I've overweighted. I have SEC bias.
Yeah. I think we both do a little bit. I mean, because it means more, number one.
It just means more.
It just means more. I came from the SEC, and we all know that people who come from the SEC experience a great amount of SEC bias, also because I went to the greatest sports school.
What's my excuse?
You went to a very snobby sports college. Oregon's snobby.
What does that have to do with my SEC bias? Because we never beat SEC teams, I feel like it's
maybe
okay.
You just like want to be like a pick-me with SEC teams. That
I guess.
Like,
here's the thing I'll say. I overweighted their win against Oklahoma and Tennessee, and I probably underweighted their win against Nebraska, Ohio State, Maryland, Duke. Like, at that point, I still thought Duke was dead. Like, Maryland, I'm like, oh, well, they're kind of small. I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't really know why I still don't like them yet. They are really good, though. I think I like them more. I am a little scared based on what we saw, and we'll talk about this later, in the Tennessee game for the first half against UConn. And they did win by a bajillion, but I see the possibilities for a competitive matchup between UCLA and UConn, even though they got curb stomped by UConn the last time they played in the tournament.
Yeah, they really only have one big test left. And that's Michigan.
Left,
yeah. And that's Michigan.
I think they're going to beat Michigan.
Michigan has even yesterday, they've had a lot of by the skin of their teeth wins.
Yes.
But I think you kind of nailed it with UCLA. I think it's that their wins have been so dominant that it's been hard to tell if they're legit or if their competition is just weak. And so I think it's very easy to say Northwestern's a shitty team.
I think they are.
Well, they are. And so when UCLA wins by 40 points, you're like, I'm just kidding. It's kind of like when you watch in football, when you watch Alabama beat Western Kentucky 60-3, and you're like, oh, we really can't.
What do I make of that? How do I tell what that is? How do I parse it out? I think there's like 3 or 4 really good teams in the country, and then there's a huge drop. And I think UCLA is in that top tier, but I just don't know how they stack up against the other top tier schools. And so you play against the Texas and you lose, which I put in that top tier. And then I think, well, maybe you're the bottom of the top tier. I don't know. I haven't seen I don't know. I just don't know. That's really all I can say. And I know people are very mad at me because I'm sleeping
Who's the
on
top
this
tier?
team.
Who's the top tier? Like, because I have mine.
UConn. South Carolina fans are going to get mad at me for saying they're in the top tier, but they are.
I agree.
Texas,
UCLA.
UCLA. And then maybe LSU.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Vanderbilt gave me a good scare yesterday against Florida. So they're kind of teetering in no man's land still.
They're starting to Iowa State us.
Yeah. But I think there's a big drop off after that.
Huge. And I don't even know what tier LSU is in. They could be in like the 1.5 tier.
Yeah, are they with the 4 or are they with 5 and below? I don't know. But
they could be in their own tier.
But I think what we do know now for sure after this weekend is that, and now South Carolina didn't have a big test, but the other 3 are shoulders above the rest of their competition. I didn't really get a chance to lock in on the UCLA Iowa game, but I had a good reason.
Oh, tell me why. What happened?
I spent my day yesterday with an Iowa legend.
Oh, was it Lisa Bluter?
No, it was not.
Oh, okay. Was it what's that big girl's name? Monica Cesano?
Oh, pulling one out of nowhere. No, I got to spend yesterday with the one and only baby goat, Caitlin Clark.
Oh, how was that? I need to know, like, what is she
great.
like?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got to direct the Jamal Caitlin horse segment that was on NBC last night. A lot of people saw.
How much directing did you do?
So,
did you need to be there? Because I watched the game of horse, and it didn't seem like really there was much to be done there.
I like to think I gave them some ideas,
on where the camera should be or where they should shoot.
Let's get a little creative.
Oh, so you were directing what shots they chose?
No, I mean not necessarily, but I was like, hey, what's the most creative thing you can do right now? Caitlin really liked this one spot on the baseline behind.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And she just kept hitting that one over and over and over
so
again.
There were more shots than we saw.
Oh, yeah, there are tons more. So I saw a tweet that said, because for anyone who watched it, so it was like a best of 3 with Caitlin and Jamal Crawford. Caitlin won 2 out of 3. And it was funny, we were only supposed to do 1. And Caitlin lost the first one. And she was like, no, best of 3. Let's do this again.
Run that back.
And then we were laughing because we were like, all right, just go. And I saw a tweet that said, how much you want to bet Caitlin lost that first game and told the producers, no, best of 3. And I was like, no, can confirm that's actually exactly what happened. We did not plan for a best of 3. And she was like, I refuse to lose. It was really fun. I will say this. Caitlin, I've interviewed and worked with a lot of the GOATs.
Say some.
Tiger, Jordan, Lindsey Vonn.
Lindsey Vonn's the worst.
No, I like her a lot. She's really nice.
Remember I told you I made her cry? Anyway, keep going.
It's
mostly me. I'm the worst.
I can't even think of all of them. I've interviewed presidents. I've interviewed.
Didn't you interview Clinton and Trump?
Clinton and Trump.
Mm-hmm. 2 legendary leaders.
Not great look for either of them right now. But I will say the one thing Caitlin did, and I've only ever seen a very small handful of celebrities, athletes, whoever you want to say, musicians, come in the room and do this. She went to every single crew member, shook their hands, and introduced herself. Hi, I'm Caitlin. Hi, I'm Caitlin. Hi, I'm Caitlin. Hi, I'm Caitlin. I could name on one hand the amount of athletes who have done that.
Who else has done that?
Rory McIlroy's done that. The Undertaker did that. Not a lot.
That's kind of it. Yeah.
That's kind of it. Like, there's not a lot that do that. And I can't really blame them. A lot of times they're walking in and they're like, God, is this
Shit, what do
another
I do? And
thing
like, where do
have
I
to
go? Who do I?
do?
Yeah.
There's 30 people in this room. I'm not going to go to everyone. I don't even really know, like, fear in your eyes.
Yep.
And Caitlin walks in and like literally beelines it first thing to the audio guy, to the camera guys, to the person who opened the gym for us because we were at the PA, whoever. And
Probably a lot going on at the PA right now.
there was actually no one there because
Oh.
it was a Sunday. But it's just, I judge athletes based on how they treat the people that they work
Support
with,
folks. Yeah.
because there's a lot of athletes who put on a different face in front of a camera than they
Oh,
do.
a ton. Don't meet your heroes. That's what they always
Don't
say.
meet your heroes. No. And I'm not going to sit here and name them, but guarantee you that there's at least one listener who probably had a poster of one of those people on their wall as a child. And they're just, don't meet your heroes. And Caitlin Clark is one of those people that I could safely say you could meet your hero with Caitlin Clark and not be disappointed. And I said to you, I texted you yesterday, I think Caitlin is top 3 athlete I've ever worked with, and I don't think she's 3. So
Even though you had such a great experience at Athlos interviewing those athletes.
yeah, like, and it's a little different. They were coming in for a car wash, and when you're asking an athlete to like do a little bit more and be funny and then also be talented and then also be this, it's a lot. And it was Caitlin's first day on the job on her new broadcast gig. So I was expecting nerves. I was expecting a little like deer in headlights, and no,
Well, we got that. We just didn't get it at
it
the
wasn't me. It wasn't. I didn't get it. They got it over at
MSG.
At MSG, which, by the way, they need to give her like a little box to stand on.
It's
because-
terrible. When Caitlin Clark is smaller than, like, she looks like a dwarf compared to Maria Taylor. That tells you how big Maria Taylor is and how that camera. Anyway, we'll get out of the production side. So
Yeah.
she was cool. Like, you guys chit chatted. Like,
Yeah, we did. We chit chatted. We
did you tell her about the podcast?
I did. I said
No, you didn't.
So we're talking, and she was like, "Oh, you know a lot about college basketball." And I said, "Oh, well, I have a college basketball podcast as well." And she goes,
Were you gonna work it in regardless of
I
how
was, and I was terrified. I didn't want to like be like, because I was nervous.
weird?
And
Yeah.
I didn't want to be weird and have her be like, "We have a podcast and we talk about you.
Do you want to come on?
You want to come on our podcast?" Yeah, like I didn't want to be weird about it. And she goes, "Oh, sick. What's it called?" And I was like, "Oh, it's
No
called Let Her
way.
Shoot." And I was like, there's a less than a 1% chance that she goes home and looks this up, but it's not a 0%. And I'm going to take that with me.
It's step one.
So welcome
of getting her
Caitlin Clark to
interested.
the Kashunity, if you're listening.
So she's down to earth, babe, basically.
Yeah, super down to earth, really cool, super competitive. She was getting pissed in the gym because she was trying to make half court shots, but the ceiling was too low. It was just like, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. It was a really good couple
Was
hours.
she talking trash to Jamal Crawford?
Oh, so much trash.
So we didn't capture that on the video. That really wasn't.
No, there was a
at all.
lot of I will say Caitlin is as funny in person as she is on the internet. Like the things that she says online, those like little one-liner like digs, she does in person too. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
I'm so jealous. I really am. Like, I think I probably would have been kind of nervous because, like, I'm always like, well, what should I say? What should I ask? Like, am I going to get asked something that she's going to get weird about? And then I'm going to be weird forever. Then Caitlin Clark's going to see me for the rest of my life. And she's going to be like, that's the weird girl.
Yeah, I mean, she might.
Yeah, because
I
like, the
just- I
thing
hope-
about you is that I think the reason that you're so good with stars before we move on to more college basketball is because you are like kind of a little storm cloud. And
Yeah.
so like you don't care really, like,
No.
you know, it's whatever, I'm just doing my job. And so like the stars kind of like, oh, here's a little storm cloud. that I'm not, I know isn't like, and I'm kind of like a little golden retriever, and they're like, whoa, the golden retriever's like on my leg. She's like, got her paws on my jeans. And I'm like, hey, what's up? How are you doing? And it's like, yo, back up.
Yeah. They respond better like when they walk in and you like dap them up versus like, oh my God.
Well, I never do that. But I
know you wouldn't.
No, but then I'm like, oh well, don't be the golden retriever. So just don't say anything at all. Just kind of like
pretend they're not there.
There's and they're like, oh, that girl's weird.
Yeah, there's like also I pretend that like you're not famous and like that you're like
oh yeah, cool, yeah. I have a college basketball podcast, but I've never heard of you.
Real quick, can we talk about the one thing that happened to her on the desk?
Oh, we have to talk about the insane comment that Reggie Miller made. That you can tell when you zoom in on her. You zoom in on her and she's like, the fuck? Play it.
She's a one of ones, but is there like a comparison of someone either you played with or you guys watching the game right now that reminds you of the young lady to your right?
I like Peyton Pritchard from Boston, the way he's able to handle the basketball. He makes big shots when the shot clock's running down.
Her face went.
She looks over, her lips start to purse. She looks down like, what do I do right now? Because if the cameras weren't on, she'd be like, absolutely not. I am not Peyton Pritchard. Retirement? Sarah, you know this. It shouldn't be complicated, let alone overcomplicated. I mean, you should feel like the advice that you're getting is commensurate and builds in and fits with your life, right? Not somebody else who's got another agenda. You need somebody who's going to give it to you straight, right? You need somebody who actually has strategy. We've got actually somebody to help you out with that. His name is Ben. He's from Fuchs Financial. You need to check out his YouTube also, by the way. I'm not sure, Sarah, if you've seen it. We're going to link this in the show notes as well. He keeps up with all of the financial news and demystifying how to retire. I know I'm trying to have some money at the end of retirement. Also, big shout out to Ben for believing what we've been doing with the Daily W and Let Her Shoot from the very beginning. Check out his YouTube page, and maybe if you're in the Connecticut area, walk your little ass into Fuchs, see if you can get some help.
Lesson learned here is Caitlin has a very natural camera presence. She's got a very natural ability, I think, to be on camera. I'm actually very impressed with her first time. That being said,
well, she has been on like State Farm commercials and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean like live is different.
Yeah.
Live is different. That being said, I think we need to help her out with a couple things. I think we need to help her out with an Apple box. I think we need to help her out with, dare I say, wardrobe a little bit.
Editor Sarah, Jack, whoever's doing today, insert this photo of what she was wearing, because first of all, the maroon on maroon for your first time is not okay. I think I'm okay to say this on camera. I think she's very concerned with procuring a certain image. She's such an athlete that she doesn't care about glam. And so what she really wants to wear, in my opinion, is closer to what Paige wears.
Like streetwear.
But she's an Iowa girl. She's Midwest. And there's like a brand that she wants to promote. And she's already unglam. So you kind of got to like, in her mind, probably be like business casual instead of streetwear.
Sure.
Otherwise, you're going to be seen as a mask, right?
Yeah.
And she's not a mask. She's got a boyfriend. And so they haven't found the lane of like femininity.
But like still letting her.
But being young.
But like having her identity still. Like, because I think you're right. What it is that her clothes don't feel like Caitlin.
Not at all.
They don't like Paige.
You should have told her that.
Yeah. Like you're cooler than your clothes lead people to believe.
And it's making you, to a large percentage of the audience of the WNBA that kind of doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Make you seem like whoever Charlie Kirk's wife is, or like
Erica.
Erica Kirk. It's like, it's giving account. We've said this before. It's giving accountant. It's giving conservative. It's giving business. And you're not business. You're giving the business.
She's not at all. That's the thing, is that she's really not business. Like, she's very
silly.
She's very silly. Like, she wants to have fun. She wants to do two things. She wants to have fun, and she wants to hoop.
And she wants to have fun while hooping. And I'll let you know.
Yes.
I think this reminds me, this isn't, you're going to say, oh, Tristy, make everything about yourself again. I know you're going to. But when I was her age, I was buying A-line skirts. This is going to sound shocking to you.
Oh, no. I'm with you.
I was at Banana Republic and J. Crew and White House Black Market, and I was buying pointy-toed patent leather heels and button-ups and blazers. Yeah. And it's like, do you think that ever matched me? Everyone knew it didn't.
No. I mean, I did the same thing. I shopped at Express.
What are we doing?
And like, do you see me wearing Express? No. But I thought that that's what I did when I was in my early 20s.
When you're in your 20s, you're trying to be legit.
Yeah.
Caitlin, you're already legit. You don't have to trick off for these executives. They want you regardless. You could show up in anything you wanted, and they will regard you with open arms. I don't think any of the folks making decisions at NBC will be like, did you see what Caitlin was wearing? It was way too casual. No, they do not care.
No, they don't.
Brittany Hampton, if you're listening,
give her a call.
You need to make a call to the agency at Excel and say, I've got some recommendations.
I have an idea.
It could be so much better. Like, if she was closer to, like, Brittany Sykes.
That would be cool. She would look so cool in, like, really good streetwear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love Caitlin. I love Caitlin. I'm so happy you met her. You met the real Caitlin, and she did not disappoint.
She did not disappoint. And I will say this, and the reason that you can know that she did not disappoint is because if she did, we wouldn't have even mentioned it.
Not at all. And you should have gotten her, Sarah, to say, let her shoot.
I did not have the balls to do that.
Let her shoot.
All right, let's talk about, real quick before we go, let's talk about UConn, who just, I think at this point is a shark playing with its food. You're just toying.
Honestly, shout out to Tennessee.
They tried.
They didn't just try. To be honest, until they let go of the rope, it's hard to wrangle a shark for four quarters.
Yeah.
And they were doing it. It was Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus over there. They're just trying to tame a lion. And for a while, it felt like they turned UConn over 6 or 7 times in a row for easy baskets. Janiah Barker looked like she was able to do whatever she wanted. And so I was like, they cut it to, UConn went on a little run, and then Tennessee cut it down. I think they were up 9, and then Tennessee cut it to like 4 or 6. And I was like, oh, wow, this could really be a game. It was tied at halftime. Tennessee's half-court, pressure, like full-court pressure, and trying to turn you over. And they were making it really tough on UConn just to get the ball into the front court. Yeah. Really, like, I thought to myself, okay, this is the way that you find an opportunity to beat UConn, is you just stifle them in the backcourt the entire game. If you can physically do that, because it's really hard on your, it's just a challenging thing physically, mentally to do. They got into the passing lanes. They were trapping. It was just really an impressive defensive effort in that third quarter that I saw. And even in the beginning, first half as well. I watched a lot more of the second half than I did the first half.
Yeah.
Because I was packing and doing shit. But, so, yeah, they lost by 30. But it was still a test for UConn. I bet you Geno will say that was a tough game for us. A much tougher game than I think even the Michigan game was. Oh, did Geno say that? He said that was their toughest test? Yeah, it was. It
has by far been their I mean,
Well,
right?
they beat them by 30. I think most people would see the box score and say they beat them by 30. That was nothing. No, it was, they really needed to lock in. Shout out to Kaylee Heckel. Kaylee Heckel was really a big piece of how UConn was able to find their way again. She got out in the open court, had a couple of layups, beat the defense. And you're like, okay, UConn's back to being poised. And then, honestly, Tennessee stopped pressuring full court. After a while, they kind of broke. They let go of the rope. And that was kind of like you knew it was it. But shout out to Tennessee. That's a very impressive effort.
I just want to add, too, I mean, the fact that Geno said it was their toughest test feels a little bit like SEC bias.
Yeah, and the thing about the SEC that I feel like makes me feel that it is stronger conference from top to bottom, and I hate to say that as an Oregon fan.
Because it is true.
Is you just see a lot of teams, like, for example, Georgia, who we shit on, accidentally, sorry, beats Kentucky.
We apologize.
We did, and we put it on wax. They beat a bunch of good SEC teams.
Yeah.
You're seeing Ole Miss fight hard, and you're seeing a lot more, I think, parity.
Yes.
Outside of the top in the SEC, whereas like Rutgers and, sorry to say, Penn State, and some of these bottom teams in the Big Ten, I think I just don't really credit the Big Ten as much as probably people would say that I should.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, Vanderbilt was in a slog with Florida for most of the day yesterday.
Florida's a really good team.
And pulled out really only at the end.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that you're right. There are more teams. I think that there are more teams in the SEC at the bottom of the table that can upset a team at the top of the table. There are far more in the SEC than there are in the Big Ten. I would agree.
I would love to see an entire season where there is, and I know this is never going to happen, like just get rid of the conferences for a year.
Sure. Yeah.
And let's see who's really about it.
Yeah, like I don't think that Purdue has any chance of going into UCLA and winning. But I do think that Florida has a very good chance to go into LSU. I mean, they didn't. But I think that on the right day, with the right play calling, you have more of a chance to get a big upset out of the SEC than you do out of the Big Ten. And I think that that is all that you need to know in order to tell you why we have SEC bias.
Yeah, okay. So I know, again, I understand the quad one wins. I understand it. But you're playing Purdue. You're playing Long Beach State. You're playing Cal Poly. You're playing Southern U. I don't even know where that is. Southern Florida, South Florida. You're playing UCSB. Yeah, I know that there's some sprinkled good, really good teams in there, like Oklahoma, but USC's been down this whole year, so I don't respect that win. There's just a lot of teams where, think about this. When I look at the UCLA schedule, I don't think to myself, oh, I should tune in for that one.
I agree with you. I think that's what it is. I think that's exactly what it is. And they have beaten Oklahoma.
A bunch of ranked teams.
Yes, they've beaten Oklahoma. They've beaten North Carolina.
If they beat Texas, I wouldn't be saying a word.
That's fair. And it was we're not going to get into that game again, but we all saw it.
I think they're going to maul Michigan, and Michigan's a top 10 team.
Yeah,
I think that there's really good teams at the top, and then there are top 10, top 25 ranked teams that I don't think are that good.
Yeah.
Truly.
Fair.
Indiana hasn't won a single game in the Big Ten, and they play them in a couple of weeks. They play them, I think, on February 15th. So, like, that's an easy maul. I think they're going to beat up on Washington. I think they're going to beat up on Wisconsin. They'll play USC again. I mean, they're going to go undefeated in Big Ten play. And when they get to the tournament, we'll see. We'll see. And Adrian made a good point in the chat when she said, you know, this is a team that has been together for a long time. And that is absolutely true. And I think adding, like I said, Neepkins and
I really like her.
I really like Neepkins. You add, multiple players to this squad in the transfer portal. and you say to yourself, okay, like this has a potential. Lager Walker has been really good as well. Like you added a couple of players in the transfer portal on top of the Kiki Rices of the world, on top of Lauren Betts, on top of Gabs Jaquez. Gabs Jaquez, like I said before, isn't really getting talked about as much. A lot of good guard play.
Yeah.
I think Sienna Betts is a nice change of pace player as well.
And she's a baby too. She's a baby on this team. And she's already coming in and putting in.
Lauren Betts again was in foul trouble against Iowa. I just don't know yet. And I think we're just going to have to see.
Yeah, I agree. And we're getting towards, we're in the last month now of the season. So let's see.
Texas beat Oklahoma. Oklahoma still just really quickly, tons of turnovers, just continuing to do the same shit every single game when they lose.
Our girl Oldacre.
Little silly mistakes. Oldacre continues to be very underrated. I think Vic Schaefer has this team operating like a machine. Madison Booker is just getting whatever she wants out there. Smooth, effortless, very controlled, able to get to her spots. Also, not going to go into this, but TCU loses to Texas Tech. That's another thing, like another situation where you're having teams, and listen, this is not an SEC thing. TCU is not in the SEC, but just there's other teams beating up on each other, and it makes it hard to figure out who's real and who's not.
Yeah, it is. It's tough. I like Texas. I really have come around a lot.
They're improving every week, it feels like.
On Texas as a whole.
The question is, like, can they win the rebounding battle? And if they can, they have a really great chance of beating whoever is in their way. So there's a lot to like about Texas. What I want to say, though, before we end the show, is I do not understand this. I'm a golf caddy that was given a scholarship for this. Evan Scholar, been around golf since I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
Been on a course for many, many years. Yeah. Watched a lot of golf, watched a lot of PGA Tour, watched a lot of LPGA Tour. And something happened this weekend, Sarah. Morning Diet Coke. I am loving this for you. Something happened this weekend, Sarah, that just befuddled me.
Yeah. First of all, it's noon, by the way, here.
It's not yet noon. There's 3 more minutes.
Okay. So I've been to more LPGA tournaments than probably some LPGA players.
Definitely.
And I have never seen this. So what happened, for anyone who doesn't know, which you probably don't, but the LPGA started their season this past week in Orlando. It's a bomb cyclone. Apparently had the weather in such disarray that they could not finish the final round due to non-optimal weather conditions. Playing conditions. Non-optimal playing conditions. Though they didn't state what those playing conditions were. And I think the part that gets me so bad is that the Hilton Tournament of Champions is a pro-am. And it's a pro-am where the celebrities play the entire week. So in every group, you have 2 LPGA players and a celebrity. Every group. The celebrities went out and played the final round. But the pros did not, because they said it was too cold for the women. What? It's too
What are
cold?
we talking about? You're going to give Nelly Korda a win just because she's up 3 strokes?
After 54 holes.
After 54 holes? No, there's an entire... Have we not learned from Jordan Spieth, the Masters?
18 holes is a lot of holes.
It's a lot of golf. That's a lot of opportunity to melt down.
And if I'm Lydia Ko, who's sitting in second, I'm pissed.
Oh, I'm filing a grievance.
And she was pissed. She said, like, I'm really disappointed that was the decision that they made. Because, I'm sorry, but Annika Sorenstam came off the course from playing, because she played the celebrity version, right? Because she's retired now. And she said, I genuinely don't, the course is fine. I don't know why they're not playing.
Chat, even if you don't watch golf, even if you don't give a fuck about golf. This is absurd, and it would never happen in the men's game. The fact that it happened in a real event on the LPGA tour just makes zero sense. The fact that other people finished
Yeah.
the last round and they said, "Oh, we'll just give it to Nelly Korda." No. I've never seen anything, heard anything, felt anything like this before in any sport. Maybe I'm wrong, but like,
No,
this
but
is golf. Can you
Imagine
imagine NFL doing this?
any sport doing this.
No, you can't
It's
do
too
this.
cold. It's too, like, I get it. Okay, if the course
Put
is
on a Canada
unplayable,
Goose.
if the wind is 50 miles an hour and you can't hit the ball
If
off
there's
the tee,
lightning, if there's thunder,
lightning, if there's standing water on the greens, that's why you call a golf tournament. I have been at golf tournaments where they have played in torrential downpour, where they have played in sub-freezing, where they have played while it's raining, while it's snowing. I mean, I've been over in the UK where it's been snowing and they've been still playing. Come on.
You know what this bitch Nelly Korda said?
Okay, it's not Nelly's fault. It's not called Nelly.
No, I know it's not Nelly's fault. And I don't mean it like that she's a real bitch, but like that's just a term of endearment.
Okay.
It's a term of endearment, folks. It's just
Okay.
how I grew up.
Okay.
She said, overall, I was very happy with my game. I kind of led into it really nicely where I saved the best for last. Nelly, we didn't get to see. We didn't know what it looked like. You could be totally lying.
She could be. She shot a
The best
64
for
in the
last.
third
You
round.
didn't play the last round.
I know. I really hate that. I mean, what is this, Liv?
And now she's skipping the tour's Asia swing.
Oh, yeah, she's skipping the entire... She's not playing again until the end of March.
She's not going to play until the Founders Cup in California.
End of March. She'll play like 2 tournaments at the end of March and then go play the Chevron.
No, dude. No, you're ducking the smoke. I'm sorry. This is insane.
She is, yeah.
I don't even care about it, and I care about it. You know what I'm saying?
I care. I care because it's dumb.
You know what it's making me do?
Yeah.
Before, I know we didn't say we're going to talk about this. It's making me want to create a crash out jar. Which Marina Mabry has created for Unrivaled.
Yeah.
And they went to Philly. Unrivaled went to Philly for the first time ever. There was an insane, huge crowd. And Marina Mabry bawled. Put up 47 points. Is that right? 47.
And
20,000 people were in the building.
21.
Actually, almost 21,000.
yeah.
Kalia Copper took them around Philadelphia. Marina Mabry swung on Shakira Austin. There was Wanda Sykes was in the building. Wanda Sykes was like, oh shit.
Leslie
she's
Jones
crashing.
was there.
Leslie Jones was there. All the goats of women's sports. Unrivaled's kind of lit right now, especially
super lit.
considering that the CBA negotiations are at a standstill. And we're getting some interesting commentary from the players out of Unrivaled, like Tasha Cloud, basically said, you guys are embarrassing. You guys are disgusting. And what we're seeing from you is unacceptable. And I want everyone to know we're not fucking moving. We're not fucking going to move.
By the way, that line, we will not fucking move.
It shook me. It
chills.
gave me
Chills.
goosebumps.
Yes.
Insert
agreed.
the clip of this.
All the power is in our hands. We have never had a moment like this where there's been so much momentum, where there's been so much investment, demand of our sports. And I'm just kind of like upset, frustrated, all of us. And in a lot of ways, just like disgusted with the W and how they're handling this and their lack of value, their lack of worth for us, their lack of even trying to attempt to move the needle with us. Like, we know what is on the horizon. We know in 2 years our TV deal is up and there's a new TV deal that's gonna come that they're not even putting on the table for us. The percentages, if we actually told you the percentages of what they're giving, that they're like sending to us, it would absolutely piss y'all off. Mm-hmm. So like, just know when we are standing firm in our feet and 10 toes down, there is a reason, and we will not move until y'all move. So I'm gonna look directly into the camera too. We will not fucking move until y'all move.
It was a powerful message that she sent. She did not mince her words. She did not stutter. By the way, I just want to give a real quick shout out to Marina Mayberry. I always say her name, Mayberry. Marina Mabry's Crash Out Jar. She is donating to Minnesota. So I think that's pretty.
How much money is going to be in the jar?
A lot. She said she's prepaying for crash outs now.
Okay.
Like she knows she's going to crash out.
It's a very nice thought.
I'm sure she'll start throwing some bigger bills.
Chat, what do you think about these things? Let us know. We talked about a lot. I feel like I'm a mess. It was probably kind of like a shit show of a show, to be honest. I'm really sorry.
But it was fun.
I wasn't my best. It was fun.
We were supposed to do a short show and we didn't.
We didn't. I'm sorry. We got to go, though. We do have to go at some point. I love y'all. I don't know if we're going to do a show for Friday. TBD. It will depend on what's happening with me in San Francisco. I'm going to be at the NFL Super Bowl week. I'm leaving today. But I will be locked into what is happening in women's sports at the same time. Lots of big games coming up, folks.
Olympics.
And then next,
I was going to say Olympics start Friday.
And also I will be going to the LSU South Carolina game, where it just means more.
I am excited for that. I'm
Me
really
too.
excited for you to go to that. That's going to be a blast. But got a big week of sports coming up. Like we said, Friday is the opening ceremony of the Olympics, Milan Cortina, and we have 3 very exciting specials we're going to be releasing over the next week or two to give you the crash course into how to watch the Olympics. If you're not a cold sports person, we're going to show you how to get into it. So.
And we got into it as a result. We have Jocks and Jills. We have them giving us some insight into hockey. We've got Nick McCarville walking us through women's figure skating. We've got AJ McCord, who will be walking us through all of the snow sports, alpine, downhill. Shout out to Lindsey Vaughn, who got helicoptered out, but seems to be still on track for an Olympic not debut, but another Olympic appearance. I almost said debut.
Olympic comeback.
Comeback.
Yeah.
Don't call it a comeback, but
Don't call it a comeback.
Lots of stuff going on. We're going to be here for it, doing a bunch of profiles on athletes that you need to know. Staying locked in. Again, if you're liking our stuff, find us on YouTube, subscribe, comment, like, review, go on to Spotify and Apple, and tell your friends as well. All you have to do is just text one person that you think likes women's sports, that doesn't watch the show, doesn't listen to the show, and maybe they can be part of our community. All right, Sarah, just like we do every show, 1, 2, 3, let her shoot!
I thought I was going to sneeze right when we were doing the letter.
Let her sneeze!